7 million copies. This game has sold 7 million copies in just 5 days, and Game Freak is now looking around and questioning what their next move is going to be. And I am too. Nintendo has also taken notice of this game. We know this because a mod recently came up that literally put Ash Ketchum in the game with the original Pokemon, and you could just play the game like that. It's crazy to see how far gaming has come, and when I look at Palworld, it's kind of hard not to see the resemblance. I mean, a lot of people are even calling this game Pokemon with guns. So when allegations come up about plagiarism and Pokemon and Pals kind of looking very similar, it's kind of hard not to look away. And I'm here to tell you, this isn't the first time that Pocket Pair, the company that has made this game, has done something like this. What if I told you they made another game and it was an awful lot like Breath of the Wild? You know, when we were getting a lot of Breath of the Wild clones? Yeah, Pocket Pair even made their own version, and the game is called Craftopia, and I'll show some footage right here. You be the judge. But this company was pretty much on its last limb. This game, Palworld, honestly wasn't even supposed to come out because it was pretty much, if we don't sell a lot of copies, we're closing the doors. This game was developed for 3 years instead of the initial 1 year they thought it would take. Reason why they've been able to deal with 7 million people alone on Steam buying the game. That's not even Xbox numbers included, not Game Pass, none of that. Although the game is now currently sitting #1 on Xbox, it has nothing to do with Xbox. This is pretty much all Steam right here. When you look at Palworld and the numbers that it's already done in 5 days, paired with devices like the Steam Deck, the Legion Go, this thing could honestly be the Pokemon of Steam, and it could go really far, just like Switch did with Pokemon. And unfortunately, we seen how Scarlet and Violet released and unfortunately still do run to this day. I mean, you can still load up Scarlet and Violet and these games are still not optimized for the Switch. They still don't run well. But then you get a game like Palworld that is literally developed by a small team. I think the team's no more than 50 people. When you look at a team like Game Freak and Nintendo compared to Pocket Pair, it's kind of jarring how different these games look. I mean, if you take one look on Twitter, you can see so many people and companies even taking jabs at Nintendo and Game Freak for the games just still lacking after all of these years. And then, I don't know, man, when it comes to Palworld, I am actually very happy because this lights a fire under Game Freak and Nintendo finally, because now they will have to do something more than what they're doing. I think, unfortunately, the reality of it is Game Freak is not capable of making the Pokemon that everybody wants. And although they've tried, this was their first attempt. This will probably not get much better than what we've seen. Otherwise, it would have. What it's going to take is Game Freak actually having a better system to make games for, and Pokemon's not leaving Nintendo platforms ever. It's just not happening. So when you look at a game like Palworld, it has so much potential to be such a greater game because it's kind of catered towards adults, and Pokemon is sadly catered towards kids because that's who's gonna play it. Pokemon can be a juggernaut just like this again, but it's going to take a refresh in the formula. I'm not saying put guns in Pokemon, that's ridiculous, but when you look at the formula that Pokemon runs on, it's so different than Palworld even because it's turn-based. It's not, battles don't happen the same way they do in Palworld like they do in Pokemon. You still get thrown into a battle sequence. You still have to go turn by turn interactions, and the gameplay is just much slower in that regard. Not only that, but we still don't even have voice acting in Pokemon. When you look at that, then you look at the juggernaut which is Game Freak, which is Nintendo, it's kind of unexcusable at this point. So I am happy that Palworld has finally given Nintendo and Game Freak some kind of real competition. Now, how long it'll last, I don't know, because like I said, Pocket Pair is kind of known for not really making their own ideas, but kind of pinching off of everybody else and then making their own game, which isn't a bad thing. That's what gaming is at the end of the day. It's a lot of inspiration from one creator to the next. That's what creating really is. But when you look at a case like this, I don't know, it's kind of jarring. You guys let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Have you tried Palworld? What do you think of Palworld? I haven't had a chance to try yet. I'm going to be trying it Sunday on stream. If you guys want to see the first time I'm playing Palworld, come drop in. I might even have a surprise for you. So catch me there Sunday, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll be checking out Palworld for the first time. You guys let me know what you think of all of this controversy surrounding Palworld, and do you believe that it's gonna last? Do you think the game's gonna continue to sell? I mean, right now it's sold 7 million copies in 5 days. It's on track to be one of the most played games on Steam. PUBG is literally only 1 million more players ahead of it, which it sounds like a lot, but at this rate, all it takes is one good weekend of everybody that has Palworld to be on the game at one time, and they'll crush that record. So you guys let me know down in the comment section below. This story is gonna keep developing. It's crazy. They're starting to get Digimon mods in Palworld. So this game's gonna have a crazy life to it, and I'm here for it. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.